Hi guys, so today I'll be sharing the new Haunted House Pocket Pals bundle that LDRS Creative brought to HSN for the August 23rd craft day. These items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase items through those links. Of course, these are the adorable Pocket Pals. They're so cute and tiny. They're small. I mean, that's the whole point, right? That's what adds to that cuteness factor. I believe LDRS also has like their... do they call bosom buddies? The little other buddies, and they're a little bit bigger in size, but these are the Pocket Pals, so they're little guys. So let me show you what is in the bundle. Excuse me, and then we'll try it out. So we have the Haunted House stamp set and the dies, and hopefully you can see the stamp set is this big house. Super cute. Look at the little pumpkins are in there, so adorable. Send you Happy Halloween. We have Boo, we have a little ghost, we have Happy Halloween and Trick or Treat as some sentiments on here. And then the die set will cut the house out if you wanted to do that. It will also cut the little apertures, like the little window holes, and if you want to do that. So they are separate. So if you want to just cut the house, great. If you want the extra added detail of the little windows being cut out, excuse me. So if you want the windows cut out, then you can use that die there. It also has the die for the little ghosty there. So cute. And then this is the Trick or Treat set. They're together as a bundle, but these are all your little people that you're going to pop in these little windows and openings, and just super adorable. I'll show you that in just a minute on the inspo sheet there. But look at these little guys. Oh my gosh. These are little animals dressed up as, like, you know, a little queen or a little princess. Look how cute. The little scarecrow. Oh my gosh, this one's dressed up. It's a flower and it looks like to be a skunk. That is so cute. Little bats hanging upside down. Tons of bats. Look at the little potion. Little, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. The little tiny candy corn. What I was looking at is there is a die for the candy corn. Normally what she does is that she'll include dies for literally everything, and that is too cute. The potion, we have our little pumpkins, just all happy together. We have our little witchy, which is probably what I'm going to use today. A cat, Frankenstein there. We have another little scarecrow, and he's kind of set up in a way you can put him in a window. He's already kind of like, hey, you know, hanging out. The little ghosts are together, this little sweetie pie, little cat kind of resting, candles, and then the spooky eyes, which is really, really fun. I think that's adorable. And of course, little candies and things. Trick or treat, hey pumpkin, hello beautiful, treat yourself, you're sweet. And all of the dies to go along with the little characters and eyeballs and everything, even the candy corn. And yes, I like to say eyeballs. I don't know, I don't really, just eyes. It's not as fun. Eyeballs is a fun word. All right, so let's open this up. So this is our little inspo sheet here. I guess we can start on this. It says Pocket Pusher and Pocket Pals Inspiration and Instructions. So this is a little Halloween hello card, and they kind of walk you through a little bit of what they did here with sizing and everything, which is really nice. Look at this. All the little ghosties kind of popping in and out of here. And we have our little witch, and then it tells you a little bit about that. This one's just with the characters, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today, I think, because normally I will go and do the house and everything, and I want to show you that you can just use the characters too, so we'll do that today. And look at the little house. I mean, just jam-packed with everybody just kind of hanging out. The little door. Love it. Alright guys, so I'm going to grab some papers and inks and other things, and we'll get started. Okay, as you know, I think I'm going to make a card front using the Hexagons cover plate. I recently reviewed these sets for you guys, but I had shown this one. I hadn't tried it out yet, and I'm just going to be using the cover plate, I think, today. We'll see. We might do some stamping, but for now, I'm going to be using this. And I grabbed a piece of paper from the lovely watercolor paper pack. Again, there's 60 sheets in there, so plenty to use, plenty to keep, you know. I know we like to keep some, we like to use some. So I grabbed this paper because I thought it's really pretty with the different colors on here. I think this will look really lovely cut with this. And then I'm going to put a black frame on that, just like you see in the blue here, but it'll be black. I was thinking about using maybe purple or like orange or some other Halloween color, but I really like this dark look of like the black with the color here. So I'm going to do this. Now, you do not have to cut both of these things the way I'm going to do right now, because what you can do is then just layer that black cover plate over this, and then it'll look about the same. But I like the look of paper piecing, and these pieces are pretty good size, so I'm going to paper piece, but I'll show you what I mean by now. Right now. So this is just some black cardstock, and I am going to put this in here too, just so we're going to paper piece everything. So I'm going to pop that in there. Apply plenty of tape. This piece is going to be cut out, so I don't mind. I'll put the tape more that way. And then that's probably all I need, but I'll put another little piece like here. So I'm going to trim this down and just cut this out. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just lay this wherever I think I want to be in here. So probably like in this area, just so I have more color. So I'll probably trim this down to, let me see. Just so you can see that you can save some paper. Yeah, it's about 5.5 inches tall, so we can cut this down to begin with at 6 inches, because for me, just to clear out the other pieces of paper, but a 6-inch piece of paper, 6 by 12 that's going to be left is good, but I can take a little bit more if you want to be a little more conservative on it. So I'm cutting at 5 3/4, so 6 1/4 of it is still over here. You can save all that. And then on this way, once I decide where I want to place my frame, where I want to cut, I'll take the frame and kind of eyeball where it is that I want, and I'll cut from there, okay? So I'll be right back. Just real quick, you know I can't just describe out how to show you, so I'm looking through and I'm just keeping it all together. And I think I'll put it here. You can put it over here if you want it to be a little more, you know, even more artsy with the color kind of fading away there, but I think I'm going to put it here so we get most of it and a little bit of it on this side. So I will trim that down and run that through. And then we have these pieces that came out of the black frame. How cool would that be to just kind of maybe run these through like an embossing folder, give it some texture, and then be able to pop them in? Maybe we'll do that. But anyway, so this is my frame, and this is the other one I want to cut out, and I want to keep the negative pieces, not the frame, but the other pieces on this one. But we can still use the frame for something else. So anyhow, I'll be right back. So these are my pieces. I try to keep it together. Some of them came out, but again, they're large pieces, so it's not a big deal. What I want to do is go ahead and stamp this. I can take this off and stamp on this when, you know, when this is removed, but it kind of helps me see a little bit better. So I'm going to do sending you a happy Halloween. And I'm just going to make sure that's pretty much centered. It doesn't have to be. You can place it wherever you like, but I think that looks good. Clearly I'm going to pick it up right now. I just wanted to see where I was going to put it. Just about there. Okay, and get some VersaFine ink on this. Okay, just make sure I ink that up really well, and pop that like right here. There you go. All right, I'm going to clean up a little bit, get this off of here, you know, and clean this off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my pieces here. I am going to, actually, I think that one might have been over there. Either way. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this frame down, and then we'll start popping in pieces. Now what I had said earlier is that you don't have to cut these pieces like this. You could have just cut this to 4 1/4 by 5.5 and then just, you know, the watercolor paper, and then just lay this on top of it. But I like the look of the piecing because it does kind of like give it that beveled edge, so when you pop it in, it does give it a little more detail than just the flat paper and then this on top. But that's a quicker way if you like that. I know sometimes we want to make a card a little more quickly, so that's another idea. So I'm just going to put glue all over the back of this. It has really nice lines, so it's very easy to just kind of go through and put the glue on. And I'll layer on that standard A2 kind of play with this because I know for sure I'm going to put this guy in the middle. Now we could pop it up. It doesn't have to be laying flat. You can definitely put some dimensionals on this. But I'm going to put my little characters all around here, so I think I'm just going to keep it pretty flat. And then, you know, for sure, I think this one was over here. It doesn't really matter where they go because it's going to look artsy and cool, especially since that black piece right here kind of breaks up what was going on. You know, if this piece was over here, it wouldn't look any different. It just looks cool. So I know I want that there. I was talking about putting the black pieces in and maybe doing some, what's the word? Embossing or something to break that up. I don't know if I want them there, but I'm going to play with this a little bit. Let's see if those pieces were there. And they're basically all the same, so it didn't have to come out of that same spot for you to pop it back in because they're exactly the same shape. But let's say I have this here. I'm thinking maybe I'll use the black on the very edges. So I'm going to play with this a little bit and see what I want to do and where I want to put things, and I'll be right back. It's so funny, you guys. I have stacks and stacks of stuff. So let me show you what this might look like. We've got it like this with the black on the bottom and the top. It looks very nice. If I remove those, I still have the colored ones at the bottom because I just put them there. It can do something like this. The whole thing looks gorgeous. Or let's remove these guys and have, again, black embossing just here. That has a whole different look. So I think what I'm gonna do is just do the frames on the outside. So let me take these guys, and then you have all these pieces that you can make another whole card with, you know. So I think that'd be really fun. I think what I am gonna do is do this one, and then I'll emboss these other black pieces that are going to be going on the edges here. So for now I'm going to glue these pieces down. I mean, you can even come in, there's so many ways to play with this, if you wanted these pieces to be black and just kind of add a little extra there, and it just gives a different look. I mean, so much. Alright, I'm going to glue these pieces in just like I've been doing, or like I did in the first one there. Just kind of put some glue and then pop this guy in, and I'll be back. What I'm going to do with these black pieces is pop them in here into this embossing folder from Die Press. Of course, it's not going to be the easiest thing to see. I just want texture. So I'll place them where I think it'd be fun, but that's not the biggest deal. It's just to get texture on these. So all 4 of these, I'll run these through, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got a little texture on those. Hopefully you can see that. Again, you want to put some gilding wax or something to make it pop. That'd be really fun. Maybe in like a silver color. To kind of go with the colors around here, it seems more like a silver kind of thing. But what I'm just going to do is just stick them down. So I just gave it a little texture just to have something a little different. And I'm just going to pop these guys in. Okay, all 4 of them, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there is that. Really cute. You can see that. So of course it did shrink it a little bit because it embossed the paper, so it's a little bit different than before, but that's okay. Alright, so I'll put these pieces to the side. And again, we can use these pieces on a whole other card and go from there. So I have some stamping paper here. What I'm going to do is stamp a few of the characters, and that's what's going to decorate the top of my card here. So these little guys, of course, our little witchy poo, she's adorable. And we'll need some ghosts. So cute. Do both of these and we'll see which ones we end up with. And let me see. She's flying up high. And let me pick a couple of the characters and things I want to use, and I'll be right back. So I'll do just all the little ghosts. And I like to use a stamp positioner because I'm going to stamp them all at once just to make sure everyone gets stamped. I'll use a stamp positioner. And give them some space in between each one for our dies. That way when we run them through, we can run them through all together. And there's room for the dies to be on there. And here we go. And I'll use this hybrid ink because if I change my mind, I'm going to use alcohol ink markers, but let's say I wanted to use a water-based marker or something like that, then you can change your mind and it won't matter. You use the right ink for both. So this is the LDRS Creative Hybrid Ink. And I'm just going to ink this up. So I just went with the ghost and our little witch. Ooh. And I got a question recently, and it got buried under some other comments, but I did see the question about how I like this or how it works or why is this better than just pressing it down, because the gal had mentioned that she does have problems when she presses it down just with her hands. The whole point is that it's even pressure and it just stamps really well. Sorry, so yeah, so it just applies really nice and even pressure. Works really, really well. Okay, so I'm just going to put this stuff away. Clean these off. I'm just going to wipe them right now with a towel because that's what I have in front of me, but just in paper toweling. And some people, recommend using sprays and different things. I usually just rinse them off. Sometimes when the, hybrid ink, if it stays on there pretty good for a long time, it might want to set up on there, so I use a little bit of alcohol. So people say don't use alcohol on your stamps. I've been doing it for 20 some odd years and it's been fine, but I don't do it super often. But you want to clean them off pretty quickly when you're done. Okay, so I am going to put those away. I'll just leave them on here for now. And I'm just going to take some alcohol ink, very small. I mean, there's not a lot to do, especially with my little guys. So I'm just going to, let's say, I'm going to take like this gray color, because what I like to do with things that are normally going to be white is just add a little bit of color. So I'll just kind of come in here with this light gray and put the shadow where I think it might be. And, it's not too much. Done to the little guys. Something like that. So like they've been taking care of you. Oh, maybe we should give them pink cheeks. Should we give them little sweet pink cheeks? Why not? So if we're gonna do that, just a little something, just a little dabble do ya. Oh my gosh. I'll color in his little bag or her little bag. And oh, so sweet. And then our little witch. So for things that are going to be gray like and so small, I'm just going to go medium and dark. And I should put something behind this to help me, but oh well. So medium gray color. And you can come in with some black and accent it too, but I usually just try to stick with the grays, maybe a little bit of black, but since it's kind of a small thing, I rather just use the 2 shades of gray. So just to make that look more like if it was just black. And then I'll come in and blend out with the medium gray again. Okay, do her little hair, her little face, broom and all that, and I will be right back. Okay guys, it's a little bit dark, it's been overcast. Let's see here. Okay, we need our little dies. If you want to make an aperture, which just means to run the die through a piece of scrap paper hinged with like a little piece of washi tape or whatever tape you like to use, you can do that and then run it through, but I'm just going to eyeball them. I think she does a really good job, Angie over there, of getting them real nice and close. So you can see pretty well what you're doing. Now for me it's a little bit harder because my camera is over here, so I have to kind of look from this direction. So a lot of times I think I just have a different vantage angle than what you guys are seeing. So I'll pick out the different little dies. Oh, I didn't color his bag. I'll color his bag in just a minute. And cut all these out, and we'll finish up our card. Okay, we have our pieces here. Oh my goodness. Now, I showed you guys a little trick where you can just kind of color around the pieces with like a blue marker or gray marker or whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to make it look more like sky or however, you know, underwater scenes, I like to do that too. But I'm going to put her here. I'm going to pop her up with some glue gel. Where did I put it? Here it is. And then I'll think about where I want to put our little characters, but for sure she's going to be right here. Oh my gosh, so cute. And let me think about where I want to position these other little guys, and I'll be right back. Yeah, something like that. They'll just take up this little area. So cute. And I'm just going to glue them down. I think I might put a little dimension on the guy with his little treat bag. But for now, just have them floating around here and there, these two playing. So cute. And a little bit of glue gel. And people ask me about these things. I always have links for whatever basic tools I'm using in the description box. Oh my goodness. And there it is, guys. Hope you like today's project. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have images for you. I'll have the links in the description box. Thank you so much, LDRS, for sending these for review. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.